Another one.
Lego Transformers Rise of the Beasts Bumblebee? Version 3? On December 24th? Right after I just dropped the 1977 Camaro Bumblebee?
Hey, yo, what the
Damn, son, where'd you find this? Huh? Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Say here. Let's get right into it. Okay, now let me stop playing. Here we have the updated version of R.O.T.B Bumblebee in his black and yellow off-road 1977 Camaro vehicle mode.
Nice.
Commendable, the sound effect there. But I do believe a sheesh is in order here, my dear boy.
Oh dear. Apologies.
Now, the version 2's vehicle mode really wasn't that bad, but I made some modifications to this version 3 here to make it even better. So for starters, the black line that goes across the side of Bumblebee's vehicle mode here is a lot more well defined and clean looking on this version than it was on that previous one. Oh. On top of that, the lights that sit on the upper portion of this off-road Bumblebee's vehicle mode are also a lot more defined, and I added some bar or cage pieces to make them look a bit more realistic. And lastly, I've gotten my hands on a whole bunch of different modified bar pieces that I just didn't have access to when I was designing that version 2. So because of that, the front caged portion of this Bumblebee's off-road vehicle mode now looks a lot more accurate and realistic compared to how it did on the version 2 as well. And I even managed to get that extra pair of headlights that he sports on the barred section itself in there this time around. Now, because the version 2's vehicle mode wasn't horrendously bad, that's really all we got in terms of updates. So let's jump right into this robot mode and see what improvements we got there. But you know what? Before we do that, if you guys are interested in having me build and review your favorite Lego Transformers or mechs on the channel here, consider becoming a Super Say. The membership link for that is in the description. Or if you'd like access to instructions to some of my builds, join my Patreon as a free member, and you'll never be charged, and you'll get all of my current instructions and any future instructions that I create. So yeah. Now right off the bat, you already see we got my man's B here sporting the mean mug, bro.
King K. Rool!
And that's because one of the differences between the Bayverse Bumblebee design and the Rise of the Beast Bumblebee design is the fact that this one actually has facial expressions. Huh? Like outside the Bayverse, Bumblebee was actually given facial expressions. So that's why whenever I do a Rise of the Beast Bumblebee or a Bumblebee movie Bumblebee, I'll design him with the ability to sport this angry looking face, or with just some tiny modifications here, he can actually sport his normal face. Now, the interchangeable head sculpt is actually a concept that I've had implemented into my Bumblebee design since the version 2, so nothing crazy there. But don't sleep on me, because the next two categories that I've updated drastically are the proportions and articulation. Now, don't get me wrong, the version 2 had some articulation, but he wasn't on some minifig in one hand with the gun shooting out the other hand type joint like the version 3. Oh, and you best believe he definitely wasn't on some minifig on the shoulder with the dual arm cannons locked and loaded type flow either. You best believe he didn't have the ability to hold the dual shoulder rocket launchers. The Bumblebee battle mask. The ability to bend his knee at this angle.
does that make you feel?
Do it.
Hey, who man's is this?
Okay, so das avance. You feel me? Like, we just gonna say it.
Nah, spit that, bro.
But you know what? Hold up though. Run it back one time, cause I got something else I need to tell him. So just run it back.
Psych!
The confidence.
Does that make you feel?
Yeah, so like I was saying, articulation is now up there. And then as for the proportions, well, they're still not perfect, but they do look a lot better. That chest piece is looking a lot more slender than it did on the version 2. And the lower portions of his legs here have also been downsized a bit to better simulate that boot-like foot design that he has in that Rise of the Beast movie. Now, besides things being downsized so that they could be more accurate to the movie design, I also changed the way that I sculpted this guy's robot mode as well. Now, one of the big differences between the Rise of the Beast designs and the Bayverse designs is just the lack of detail that these guys sport. So whereas my 1977 Camaro Bumblebee has legs that have all these gears and techno greeble on the sides of them, this Rise of the Beast Bumblebee here doesn't really have any of that on his limbs. So with the Rise of the Beast designs, they don't really have all of those areas of just exposed mechanical parts on their body. Their mechanical components are usually shielded or covered by some type of smooth tiling or plating. So in order to achieve that aesthetic, I made sure to design this guy using a lot more curved slope and curved wedge pieces. So yeah, I'd say aesthetic achieved. Now I've got 2 or 3 more different versions of Bumblebee that I still need to get out the way. So we got more Bumblebee videos coming. But in the meantime, if you guys want to check out that 1977 Camaro Bumblebee, I'll leave the link to that bad boy at the end of this video.